Okay, here's my sound preferences. I like a variety of different tunings, but really what gets my juices flowing, starting from the lower octaves, is in the bass. I like my bass punchy, tight, fast with a kick. I like a little bit of energy down there, maybe a little bit of warmth, but not too much into the getting into bass bleeding. It's got to have enough weight to make male vocals, make piano, cello, percussions, have the right tonality. When it comes to my mids, I do like my mids and mid clarity, but I don't like too forward a mid, so that's the upper mids I'm talking about. So keep the pinna gain down a little bit and not make it too forward a presentation. And when it comes to the highs, I do like my sparkly highs. At my age, I'm probably losing a little bit of the high frequencies. But not too much where it's sibilant and in your face. So that's what I like. Hello, Tone Deaf Monk. Today I'm bringing you another headphone review, and I'm just doing this one without any notes, just freelancing, freewheeling, free underwear, free everything. This is the Sivga Anser, and the Canucks and I, we asked to get into more headphone reviews. And kind of liking it. It's a little bit of pace of change. And as I get through these reviews, making a format, I got to figure out what I really want to do best. And I have a pretty good idea. And I'm also going to make a new scoring system, actually. That's going to completely change the way I put a review score on the front page. And it'll be out of 100, and I'm going to do it in a certain way. But I'll get more into that in its own video. So the answer. Sivga is a Chinese manufacturer, and this is an open back dynamic driver. I almost said I am headphone, and they're beautiful. They're gorgeous. They're $199 USD. Inside of it's I love the simple packaging, cardboard box with the lettering. Created with craftsman spirit. Yes, gonna give them that. And when I do headphones, I know what I like in IMs, but I'm getting my groove on with what I like from headphones. And I just had come off of doing that Rain Audio planar headphone for $1,500 US. Really nice headphone, very linear, very uncolored, extremely uncolored. Well, the answer is not that. And because of that, I actually enjoy these significantly more. The Rain Audio was fantastic headphone, if that's what you were looking for. But if I had that one and this $200 one sitting in front of me, I would pick this up any day, anytime. What do I like about it? Well, actually, let's go about the build first. And then, actually, before we get into that, I wanted to talk about that 50 millimeter dynamic driver. When I was doing my research here, it looks pretty neat what they did. Now, they have a cone, and that's using, what do they call it, a molecular organic carbon fiber polymer. Wow, that's a mouthful. That's the center of the cone, and then it extends out into kind of the surround, and it's a titanium coated, very large surround. So this driver, knowing speakers, as I do a lot, has some throw to it, and has some bass to it, and we'll get into that in a sound in a bit. They use powerful magnets. It's very efficient. Can be driven off of well, most of my listening was off this Nepo A100 dongle that I'm testing, and it's fantastic. That's coming up in a review. But the rest of this and the build quality was, I took it out of the box and I went, huh. Fit and finish. You know, it's like the difference between the gaps in a Chinese or a Japanese car in the body panels compared to an American one, which are like not nearly the same tolerances. So I'm going off track here. I'm sorry about that. These are really, really well built. They're absolutely stunning. They have this real wood CNC machine cups, and it looks like a rosewood. It is really pretty. On the back, they have this stainless steel ring, kind of looks like a brushed material, like a brushed aluminum, and it has the open back. So we'll talk that in sound. The cups are, for me, and here's a spec of how big they are, give you a good idea. Not that I expect you to measure your ear. What are they? 85 millimeters wide, 25 millimeters thick, and the inside is 45 millimeters. So for me, in my ears, which I have medium large, they go around, and this headphone is very, very comfortable. Now, we also are going to be doing a couple more reviews very quick. This is the Kiwi Ears, Ultrua? And then there is a Velcan Electronics set coming in their headphones. That one's like $70, and I think the Velcan one is about $80. So this one's are $200. So worth it for me. I think that because that's part of my reviewing is somehow I add a value equation in there. If something sounded fantastic and it was priced fantastically, then that's okay. But if something sounds fantastic and it was the Quadio for $129, I thought it was absolutely fantastic. So I digress again. The headband is very comfortable. It says Sivga on stitched leather on the top, and there's kind of like a velour, same as the pads. These are very comfortable for me. I think the weight's like 380 something grams, so pretty lightweight when it comes to headphones, but I could wear these for hours and hours, which I have, and really quite enjoy them. So let's get into an adjustability, which I also found, which was really nice too. So I guess that's how I'm partly judging headphones, is build quality that I can see, and comfort for sure will be a big factor in that in my scoring program. Oh, you know what else I wanted to do? I don't know if this will work on cam. Watch what happens, or listen to what happens when I put the stereo jack into the cup. Ready? To me, the first time I did that, and this may sound stupid, but that really solid clicking sound just exudes, sounds like quality. That was a DD Hi-Fi cable that I was using. There's the factory one too. Oh, thank you, Sivga, really, honestly, for putting left and right, sorry, that was right and left, on the actual headphones. And very well done on your, oops, I dropped the cable. And again on the cable. So, little touches again. Talking about the cable, it's actually quite nice. It's just a braided 2-core cable, 3.5, single-ended only. Comes with the adapter to 1/4-inch jack. lovely. Little bit microphonic in the cable. Why I didn't use it as much is I was using the 4.4. I wanted to see how easy and or hard this was to drive, and found out it was really easy to drive. 38 ohms, 105 dB sensitivity. Well done. From such a big 50 millimeter driver, that's pretty darn good, right? So, like I said, I was using this 2-meter DD Hi-Fi cable called the BC150B. Really like this this cable. Solid. So, let's get into sound. I was using this little dongle, the Nepo A100. It's quite smooth, very resolving, fantastic stage. That was my source. And the Sivga, the Anser, is, I would say, mid-bassy and warm down below, which, again, I really dig that. It's my sound preferences. Does it pull super low? No, the driver doesn't complain though. So it's not sub-bass, it is more mid-bass focused, which I like because I love the mid-bass snap and kick drums and piano and the weight for not only for vocals but making instrumental sound correct, and the Anser does that for me. There is some elevated upper mids, but it makes this headphone fun. It's not uncolored. It knows exactly what it is, and it's a fun sounding set of headphones. It makes you engage and it's musical, and this is the way I was experiencing this set for me. For me, it's because of the upper elevated mids, I'm not a huge, massive fan of that, to be honest. I like a little bit more balanced out. But after the 40 hours of recommended burn-in, I asked Sivga. That was their rec, so I did. And it mellowed out quite a bit, actually. Quite nice. And the upper mids, for me, just really bring out the vocal clarity, and instrumental is very good. Do I wish this set had a little bit more air and a little bit more sparkle up top? Sometimes, but when I was listening to it with rock, pop, modern music, it was very nice. It was a fun listen. It sounded pretty good. And I quite appreciate the tuning and the fact that it wasn't such a dry and analytical kind of boring tuning. It was engaging. Sometimes if you pushed up at quite high volumes, you would get, for me, I got a little shouty even after the burn-in, but also if I were probably putting it on a warmer source, that would probably tame it down a little bit more as well. So like on tubes, I think this thing would sound smashing. And I actually didn't try it on that, but I'm pretty sure it would. That's really all I have much on the Sivga Anser. It's $200. It's extremely well built. It looks fantastic. It looks premium. But more importantly, it's just a really good, fun sounding, unapologetically colored set of headphones that, and again, it'll make the kicks kick in the bottom end with a nice snap and decay. It's a great driver in here. The mid-range you're really going to like. It's very engaging. Vocals sound fantastic, both male, female. I can't really fault this thing too much for its unnaturalness, because it isn't. It sounds very natural across the board. It's just a little bit elevated in certain spots and colored in certain ways. So that's the Sivga Anser for you. So thank you for watching, and I enjoy doing these headphone reviews, and you'll see more from the Canucks coming up. So thanks much. Cheers.